Good day, everyone. I'm Francis S. Quintin Jr., a BSCP student at Ifugao State University, Pocha Campus. Today, I'm excited to demonstrate the Laboratory Activity 5 on Security and System Hardening for our System Administration and Maintenance course. In this video, I'll walk you through the Securing My Windows Server 2022 virtual machine by configuring password policies, disabling unnecessary service, setting up firewall rules, and applying security updates. And also, as a computer engineering student, this hands-on mission to lock down my server has been both thrilling and great learning experience. So let's dive in. First, I'll start by booting my Windows Server 2022 virtual machine in VMware. I log in as an administrator using my remote desktop protocol or RDP to access the server. As you can see here, my desktop with my user info ready to begin with the hardening process. This setup ensures I have a full administrative privilege to make the necessary changes. Now, let's harden the account and password policies to ensure strong security. Since my server is a domain controller for the pumpkin.local domain, I can't use the local security policy tool as you can see here, it's grayed out. Instead, I live in the group policy management as shown as you can see here. I locate the default domain policy and open the group policy editor, navigating through the computer configuration. As you can see here, just follow the one. First, you go to computer configuration, Windows setting, security setting, and account policy to reach the password policy settings. It's like from the local security settings if you configure it to the local, but because we're using the domain controller, we should use the domain group policy editor. Here, as you can see here, I configure the policies. I set the minimum password length to 10, but I just use the 9 because I don't want to change the password I use, but it's recommended to use 10 characters to enforce the complexity to require a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, and set password to expire every 30 days. This was a bit tricky at first, but as I had researched why local security policy was not working, but switching to group policy editor will solve this issue. Next, I open the Active Directory users and computers as you can see here. To manage the accounts, I disable the unused accounts. The as you can see here, I already have the three which we can use. We'll be using the student admin, but I will disable the two which the John Mark Quintin and the Francis Quintin because it's based on our the activity laboratory 5, like the here I will disable the guest account to reduce the vulnerabilities. Then I create a new user which I already have here, as you can see here, with a secure password that meets the complexity requirements. um, Moving on, I need to disable the unnecessary service to minimize the potential attack surface. First, I open the service management and also by typing services as MSC, or you can type it also here on the search bar, services, and you can find the services, or you can use also the WinR command. As you can see here, I locate the Bluetooth support service which is not needed on my server, and I set it to disabled and stop it from running. Similarly also to print spooler service, which as my server doesn't handle printing tasks. Next, I configure firewall rules to control the network traffic. I open Windows Defender and Firewall and with advanced security, and as you can see here, the firewall is enabled. My goal here is to allow the unnecessary, only necessary traffic like the RDP on port 3389 while blocking unused port. Also here, you can see I create a rule to follow RDP connections, ensuring that I can remotely access the server. Then here I set up a rule also to block the telnet traffic. This is just an example where you can also block other ports, but here example natin here is the telnet which is in port 23, as telnet is insecure and not needed. I spent extra time here troubleshooting why a test connection wasn't working initially, but double checking the rules go fix, which can help fix this. So also to verify your RDP connection, which is we use the student admin, which is we can use the RDP or remote desktop in the client machine here in the VM3. Also, you can test it also the telnet connection if it's really blocked by the uh, it's really blocked, or we'll use the command here telnet, then the port address and its port, which is 23. Now if you can see if it shows an error confirming that the port is blocked, then this step is secured, or I mean it's successful. Also in RDP connections, which if you type it also the IP address or the um, username, or especially we're gonna use all um, it's better if you use the IP address here 192.168 1.100. Finally, I ensure my server is protected by applying security updates. So I go to setting, update, and security. Windows update, then check for updates, and as you can see here, you can see the update history, where I installed a dozen of critical security updates. To make this process seamless, I configure automatic updates via group policy, because we use group policy because we're using domain controlled server. And to navigate where the auto update, you can navigate to the update settings and enable automatic downloads and installation as confirmed. Here, this ensures my server stays up to date without manual intervention. Now, we can look at this via here. I'm just gonna type the location. Now, after we're done here, let's check if it's really up to date, or you can force the group policy that we configure by typing the GPU update / force, then that's done. Now you can see also here that it's where the rules or the policies is implemented. Yeah, if here we're done, and this concludes my demonstration of security and system hardening on my Windows Server 2022 virtual machine, from setting strong password policies to configuring firewall rules and applying updates. Also, this lab was a training journey that boosted my confidence in server management. And as a BSCP student, I learned that how these steps work together to protect a system. And troubleshooting challenges like group policy settings made me a better problem solver. And thank you for watching, and I hope that you found this insightful. Thank you very much.